out of all your artists, I love all of them. This my boy. I mean, we hit it off like, when he first came in, and just, I think what it was is, I like rap artists, but this artist brings a different feel to the rap game. And I don't know what it is. I think it's his poetic style and flow. Tell me about this guy and how he came to be up under your umbrella, your tutelage.
Oh, kudos have to go to my late cousin Lamont Smith, because he's the one who introduced this gentleman to me. Rather, it was kind of initially, I wasn't all that enthusiastic, because rap and hip hop is not my favorite form of music, especially because of the language and some of the themes that they talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do have some rap artists that I do like, but you have to really, you got to really bring it and catch my attention. And so Lamont was raving about this guy. And okay, bring him to the family reunion. So we had a family reunion matinee, and he brought him there. And I was kind of a little dismissive, I think.
What do you mean when you say dismissive?
It was like, this is my boy 12 and he raps. Oh, hey, okay. That's kind of about how dismissive I felt it was. So Lamont was still pushing for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was thinking, this guy, I don't think he really feels me. So then Lamont brought him to another family reunion we had out of Fort Harrison. He was really pushing this. By now I had heard a little something, because Lamont knew that rap wasn't my favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like telling me this guy was like special. And so when I really heard him, I was like, okay, he's got something here.
Who played? How did you hear him? Did Lamont play you some tracks of his, or?
Yeah, he used to be with some other organizations, and
Mm-hmm.
he played me something, and I could hear in his style. So I knew that I wanted to make him be a little bit more commercially potent.
What do you mean when you say that?
I wanted him to have songs that had stronger hooks, that were more catchy,
Mm-hmm.
that would have lasting power. So the first thing we did was a song called Like Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And Like Magic was just a killer, especially, there's two demographics that support music the most.
Right.
That's the female demographic and the LGBTQ plus demographic. Those two demographics support recorded music more so than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of rappers make music for the hard ankles, for the boys in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
The boys in the hood don't belong to any streaming outlets, and they don't download anything. So,
Right.
Basically you're making music for people that don't really support. They might say, oh yeah, he's dope, but they're not going to really invest in you
Mm-hmm.
necessarily. So this guy, in my opinion, he was like a cross. He had the kind of voice that cut through, that was different than a lot of other rappers, but then he had enough street sensibility to where they could relate to it as well, because his style is so formidable.
Right.
And the way he cuts, and the way he can just rhyme so fast, do the tongue twisting thing like Twister,
Mm-hmm.
and make you really feel it,
Who was your favorite rappers? Like, you said you wasn't a fan of it, but you had rappers that you like. What were the rappers that you liked, and how did they fare to him? Because you're going to compare who you like to him anyway.
LL Cool J.
Okay.
Is one of my favorites. Andre 3000 from Outkast. Ludacris, because I know both
But
of those two
Ludacris
people.
can be pretty raw now.
Yeah, but I can deal with some raw if you got a lot of talent. A lot of the people that do raw stuff, they don't have any talent. They're just talking a bunch of nonsense, and it sounds whack.
Okay.
It's like you're just cussing to be cursing. They're just saying super sexually explicit things, and they don't really mean anything. You can say something with some profanity, and it can be profound
Mm-hmm.
in how you put it together.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just cussing for the sake of cussing, no, I can't get with that. Because until 2004, when I was dealing with rap, my rap clients did use profanity,